of a new age. Open your eyes to the truth, friend. The Church of the Sheepdog does not claim to have all the answers to brothers.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
I was lost like you, friend.
The global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something?
Welcome back.
Excellent choice.
I'm finished for the day.
Kontrol zabavený. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
Something wrong?
Surprised their clothes seem complete. It's unusual.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Na těchhle špinavých ulicích není co vás.
Don't forget about...
Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
I'll clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not. These rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of...
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they...
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy.
This document agent you mentioned.
Go see for yourself.
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shikashka.
Days take his...
Try to look professional.
Prices double for all.
Don't know why I never get... This area is restricted to you, Og.
Your kind is not
You
tolerant.
looking for perm?
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help OGs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money.
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she worked...
How much do you charge people?
Not people. Ogs. 35,000 credits.
You're not even trying, are you? You just blatantly scam off.
You want updated permit or not?
These documents, what are they? Stolen?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll...
This is as much as I'm willing to give you. So what kind of shiny new permit does this get me?
Fucking tourist. You're wasting my time, Og. Not know why I never worked a check. Get rid of those train cars. Creeping me out. Move that dumb metal ass of yours. Wonder what that Vano guy wanted to talk about. Wonder if Drahomir will let us set up a second check.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
There's too many of us. Too many shares in the take. The money is slow to a trickle.
We made a fair bit of credits already. Feels like I'm missing.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no Og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Augs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good...
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam art.
The whole city would come down.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going...
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people... Unless... someone really...
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka.
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free.
What about you?
Way ahead of...
bombing was bad for business.
The Oaks are scared. By tomorrow, we will be so busy you will be complaining about that.
You looking for permit?
Just because Dragomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he will be.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arinka paid someone to make her an AUG permit, to keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Ready? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated.
I don't want
to... Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low...
Thank you.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Is that true?
Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you.
Heard you're sitting on...
We are key on drunk!
You get it too?
Go check.
This world is not yours.
Long enough.
No one can redeem you.
Relax, Brad. Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
You should not make so much noise.
Yes.
I'll be.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
And like always, change fire, blood, pain. For the bright future. Join us, brother.
I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything I had.
Surprise, they're closed.
We were machines. Who are you? Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time, and our only returns for people we once.
Of course it is.
It was supposed to be alone.
We will not tolerate interference.
Yeah, think that. The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Get lost, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That true?
I told you to. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call up.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. But first...
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Gran...
When was the last time you saw
her? A few years. Since the day...
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... Well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all the...
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it...
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible.
I said, I tried to tell them, whatever my... One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can.
Here, this permit should fool...
I remember the officer saying I would have to...
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here...
So, what now? Do I have to activate something?
The situation's a little less...
Oh.
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how...
All right.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to... access it. Quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of... security.
All right, I got it.
Tracted policy, right? A corporate strike.
Mějte na paměti, že předměty týkající se augmentací, například biobaterie a jisté nástroje, či další autorské
That artist was pretty cute.
So, my friend, you have the card.
Děkujeme za spolupráci.
So, my friend, you have a card now, yes?
Any idea what today's take is?
Did something happen?
Breathe in this
Don't
thing.
blow your cover.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
Where did he even find these uniforms?
Elena would look better if she could dye her hair. We shoot double, guys. Bomb attacks.
Too bad we couldn't find the helmets. Police are just as corrupt as the rest of us.
That artist was pretty cute.
You should check it out.
Check her. Elena would look better if she could dye her hair.
The police are just as corrupt as the rest of us. Making good money on this racket.
Shoot double. Bomb attacks.
Making good money on this racket. The police pace back and forth all day. Their feet hurt.
Try to look
Police are
professional.
just as corrupt as the rest of us.
That artist
I
was pretty
saw-
cute. Oh, I mean.
How do police pace back and forth all day? Their feet hurt.
Huh?
Check it out.
That artist was pretty cute. Oh,
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Připomínáme, že zobrazet auto.
We won't push you aside for your augment. Hello. We want you to be part of something.
Smells like police.
I hate watching the news. Wars,
Another
deaths,
damn
murders,
one.
diseases. My imagination or just everything in my head after
They are wrong. Stop it. People like this?
See you soon.
Dex. What's this? I'm not the one. Not like Robert. I heard it. This wasn't my fault. They are involved. Don't stop it.
Who listens to that garbage?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the ARC permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Cannot come soon enough.
Just make it through this shift.
How can we make deals with them?
Make no trouble.
I can help you with something, yes?
I'm looking for Laborio.
It is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. You used to be partners.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, the evolution of stage hypnosis intensified through technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of a...
Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change...
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people.
No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone.
Tell me how to stop.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him...
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific...
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do what...
Yes, but
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not gonna be content to...
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are scrambling devices.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see...
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long...
We all believe that. They're better and worse.
Nice look.
What the hell?
Cannot come soon enough.
Sir,
I never asked for your services.
Been your bet for a long time, but an odd cage?
Don't do anything suspicious.
At least they haven't come to rough us up.
Nothing but
One among you is armed to the teeth. Is a tree of thorns. But not even he can act. Get away from there. The Elvira is no longer a plug. There are no odds or naturalists, no criminals or cowards. There is only a shared sense of needing to be better than we are.
the ladders are there to tend.
We all know what happened to Korea. We all saw what happened to Vicky.
Good people don't go upstairs.
The skeptic. You don't belong here. You need to leave. I may not be able to keep you.
Santo and augmented people, just like
Lucky. What happened to global warming?
The humans here must want out. Amen.
Viznik could use some help.
You do not belong here.
Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to me. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening.
He helps us to be good people.
outside is eternal dark. Good people don't go outside.
Here is all we have left.
I can only see through part of you.
They control everywhere else with their laws, their threats, their guns. But together, we can make here wherever we want it to be. Here can last forever. not doubt yourself, Thomas. We all know. Get away from there. We will go to great depth to protect what we've created.
Away from me, you bastard!
You're safe here with me. I promise. There's nothing I won't do to keep you here and safe.
Those people don't go up there. Do not seem glad.
Welcome to the next stage. You don't belong here. You need to leave. You are not your permit classification item. You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us now. We are versioning humanity. What are you up to?
Upstairs, the world of dead.
Do not disturb Richard.
Upstairs is eternal dark.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
Don't disturb.
Get away from there. You need to stop this poking around. What are you up to?
You've ruined it. The sound in my head is gone. I had grown accustomed to the sound.
what is happening.
The skeptic. He continues to cloud the room with questions, with doubts. He contributes nothing. He may say nothing.
I'm gonna say a few things whether you want me to or not. We got a lot to talk about, Richard. Now that we can finally talk.
Why have you... What is it that offends you so much about our attempt to construct something better?
You mean your attempt to control people? Amplifying your hypnotic techniques with some kind of social enhancer? Keeping people from talking back, from questioning you?
I don't think you understand. Please. These people want to be here. We need each other.
How ugly must the world have looked to you to go to these lengths? To actually believe that this was some kind of alternative?
We chose to start over. To escape what society had become. What it was turning us into. You may not understand, but they do.
No, I understand. You sought out people who were vulnerable. People like you, who had reasons to run away.
Who do you think they are? There are no missing persons reports. I didn't rip them from warm meals and bamboo linen. For those who wander the sewers at night in search of answers and alternatives, this is as good as it gets. No more hiding, no more running away, no more feeling abandoned. They need me. They need somewhere to feel welcome.
And the ones you don't welcome? Those who try to question or resist, like Viznik, like me? You have no problem rejecting them, threatening them, installing gun turrets to ensure they can never pull back the curtain.
The guns exist only to protect the ideal. Even the most peaceful communities must be prepared to defend themselves.
This isn't a community. It's a magic trick. You've been hypnotizing people, selling them on some fantasy of what you wish the world was like.
He tricked us? I don't understand.
None of it meant anything.
Please, don't leave. He can undermine me all he wants, but he can't change what it's like up there. The decommissioning, the segregation. They will round you up and catalog you. They will do worse.
People need to be guided. Now more than ever. All these things you're trying to run away from, trying to pretend away, no one should have to face them alone. But this isn't guidance. This is just replacing one totalitarian nightmare with another.
I went too far.
He preyed on us.
By a few thousand miles, yeah. And it's time to turn around now, Richard. Time to shut all of this off.
I believe in what we were trying to do. They were safer here with me than out there with men like you. We live in a world of brutality.
I don't understand. How could we be so foolish?
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I question...
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't, said...
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had...
We came to him because...
You're out now, Wisnik. This should be...
I want to be...
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
Incident? Steve using the head after eating 3 burritos and forgetting to light a match. That's an incident. What happened that fateful day in 2027 was beyond terror any of us has ever seen. Og incident? Try Og travesty.
You looking for permit?
No activity in this area. Continuing general control mode.
I'm here. You'll be fine.
Ukażte mi papiery.
Power to the people.
Just hold out. You
Where will they attack next?
is nowhere safe.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Oh. You want anything else? I still have...
Daz is the... Man, I'm sure he'll set you up.
Stay out of sight. They will bother you.
I can't keep living like this.
Dobre.
We won't push. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I...
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hop.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city...
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us.
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time.
In the deserts of Oman, I've seen the news stories. But Santos not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future of the art...
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its...
That must be convenient for a construction...
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been...
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams.
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little... You've given me a lot to chew on.
Just consider.
It makes me scared to leave my home.
Another reboot.
No, we had a
Oh, fuck.
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
Understood.
Ridiculous. Put together with chewing gum and Bailey.
Daylight's wasting, boy. In case you haven't noticed. You good to go yet?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
I know it is a lot to ask. To lay down in front of our nemesis.
The last time.
I need a hit.
I am
Fuck.
not.
Someone not the damn good as the leader of ARC.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of us Arcs.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talos Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods.
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Picus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only...
Is he still an idealist, then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to...
I see.
I hope you'll take it.
We have been
Je to tady jak na skládku.
Just blood it out.
Železniční doprava do Prahy byla přesměrována, zatímco forestní vyšetřovatel byl killed in the attack at Ruzika. Although I know that many
Fuck, I can't feel my toes, man.
there's such violence. Hilarious thing about this giant incredible size percentage of this big incident was actually caused by Illuminati HQ sending mind-altering signals to ones already implanted in ARC. It's brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Oh man, it's crazy how the longer we take part in humanity, the longer we win as frustrated as the easier it is to that was kind of only escalate the situation. What do you think, Steve? It will only serve to strengthen their justification.
submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
I was at the beach just now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cop showed up and beat some guy to death.
Yes, it was horrible. Wait a second. Yes, it was horrible.
Did he
Everywhere we go today. Leave us alone. Everywhere we go.
Working for the man?
That's what everyone says when they're called. Clank.
Sources tell me that plans are still in the works for
That's what everyone says when they're called. Clank. That's good. Got the crowd thinking we hate each other. Shut up! I will have to assume you intend to attack me.
That sounds like a really
You're under arrest. Get over there.
Unbelievable.
I have a right to speak. Now say still.
This is your last warning!
Speak haven't already done.
Hands up! You're under arrest!
Hey, my friends.
Of course.
Don't make this any worse, Hunter.
You're not a man! This is a sanctioned state police operation!
And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve.
Sight of you being police is no excuse for cruelty. You have no right to stop it.
As the villain once again.
Why are you doing this?
I don't believe it. There's something goes down. I have a ship.
You did this to your son! Hands up!
You'll see. Secure area.
You think
What am I seeing?
Tend to attack me. This most recent you're under arrest. Get over there.
Unbelievable.
I have a right to speak.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Soko. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's bad in Prague, and it's even worse here. What happened?
Have you no feelings? My husband and his brother, both augmented people like you, were beaten and taken away by the police. Tibor?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the...
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking... Don't just stand there.
Escort you to our city. With all the shit that's about to go down, you don't want to be.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Golem, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right, I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Bust in there and clean them out.
along. You're nothing but bullies!
Yes, I don't want to leave in case something goes down. I have a ship.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all of resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been...
Brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
I know. I spoke to your sister-in-law. She told me what happened.
Adila, is she all right?
It seems like she can take care of herself.
Yes, she can. You know, it's too dangerous now.
Tibor, I can get you out of here.
And then what? They go back to my housing unit and take me again?
And what if you're not there?
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety, only tire...
Alright, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Galloway. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do...
That's something.
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Please, I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see my brother Dushan, help him.
Of that, I have no doubt. Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Bust in there and clean them out.
Doesn't matter if they're a grandmother or a schoolboy. If they have a log, they're a threat. Am I right?
I was saying that before the incident.
I can't believe they bomb our city and complain about their rights.
Exactly. Rucker talks about Aug rights like they're a different race or something. Are their children born augmented? No, to hell with their rights. We should just get rid of all of them.
I have a solution to this problem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
It'll guarantee legislation that will make the distribution and implantation of chips mandatory. Chips that will eventually be implanted.
Thanks. Stay sharp. These assholes might try something. Quiet in the compound. Bust in there and clean them out. Let me see just one arc, son of a bitch. Nothing else. Bust him there and clean them out. Bust him there and clean them out.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
A man getting savagely beaten isn't something I can just watch, regardless of the reason.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every AUG. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of Ark.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for...
Do you know if Ark was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I'm done with them. Being associated with Ark. Even if they are our only hope.
Fair enough.
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has...
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, He is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote.
This'll help.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my...
Have enough trouble here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
At the feet of all augmented, not simply all. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast.
Control! Moving the sound alarm!
Despite our